Ahoy my hatchlings, and welcome to Zetacraft. This rocket is actually really high. So much higher than my Vostok from before. But we have some exciting stuff today. We will be building ourselves 3 brand new farms, as well as actually building ourselves a starter base. The very first thing I want to do though is give Boss this box of redstone right here, and oh wow, that looks really fantastic. But Boss has been a really good friend to me recently, and he said he needed around 600 redstone, so giving him some redstone to help him get started on this project is a small way that I can show that I appreciate him. I have literally no idea where to put this though. This house looks great with these shaders on. Where's the front? We'll just put it here. Why can't I spell? There we go. Thanks for being a good friend. Perfect. With that done, one of the first actual things that I want to do today is we really need a source of sugarcane, because this manual thing just really is not cutting it. The initial farm doesn't have to be much, so we're just going to build ourselves a nice, simple little farm. Let's go. This farm is really nice and simple. It'll let sugarcane grow up a single stage, and then these pistons will trigger and throw them against the glass panes and down into the water stream. Now, a piece of sugarcane will take on average 18 minutes to grow. With 64 sugarcane growing, a new one every 18 minutes, we should make around 4 stacks of sugarcane per hour, which is more than fast enough since it will be continuous, unlike previous farms, which required me to activate them. But the reason we needed sugarcane is we just don't have enough for rockets right now, and our shop, well, it's not even full. Like, if we come in here, okay, those are sold. Okay, those are all. Okay, I haven't been here in like a week. Okay, we sold everything, but our rocket stock wasn't even full. Okay, that's quite a few diamonds actually. Oh wow, that's very nice. But right now, our rocket shop isn't even full, and beyond that, we have a competitor selling rockets, and it's Boss. Can you believe that? And I even just gave him redstone. Unbelievable. But his rockets are cheaper than mine, and his shop is full. At the moment, we just don't have a strong enough gunpowder farm. However, I know some people who do, and I think we can come to an arrangement for the purchase of gunpowder, at least in the near term.
She has a good deal for us.
Hello, I need gunpowder.
Here we go.
And y'all have gunpowder, so I have 2 proposals that you can look over and choose which one you prefer. So, a quick rundown of the 2 proposals. First proposal is a very simple one. Drop supplies with gunpowder. In exchange, I give them 32% of rocket-related profits. The second proposal is more complicated. As before, drop supplies with gunpowder, but this time I give them 50% of the profits. In addition, it sets up some non-compete agreements. Sam and I will be setting up a shulker farm sometime soon, because we both like to build giant things and we cannot afford to buy shulkers at the current rate. So the first non-compete agreement is that Drop will agree to not sell rockets. In exchange, we agree to not sell shulkers or shells. Sam doesn't get any profits from the rockets up, so for his end, I will supply him with rockets for the season.
Well, what do you think? I think proposal 2 is so much better than proposal 1.
Yeah, because then I don't have to craft rockets either, which sounds nice.
So shall we do it? Shall we shake on it?
So basically, you're just not going to. You could sell shulkers, but if they're like.
Yeah,
cool
so
stuff.
I can sell like shulkers of rockets, or
Yeah.
shulkers of something that isn't filled with shulker shells, but I can't sell like shulker boxes or shulker shells.
Here we go.
Woohoo! And that proposal 2 was accepted, and we already got ourselves 5 shulkers of gunpowder to get ourselves started, but we are going to need a lot more, and hopefully this will be a very fruitful partnership. But now, let's go meet up with Zane. Hey Zane, ready to build a bee farm?
Yeah, you got all the materials ready?
I do, let's go. And just like that, the farm's done.
Very quick, very easy, simple build.
Yep, so quick rundown on this farm. We have around 32 hives in here, which will come out to around 96 bees eventually. This should eventually get us a little bit more than a stack of honey per hour. Well, it's nice working with you, Zane. See you later.
Nice working with you too.
Have fun AFKing. Okay, after some time spent AFKing, we now have plenty of sugarcane. Now, pretty quickly, Boss and I are going to be bottoming out the market. Much beyond 1 diamond per 3 stacks of rockets, it really just isn't worth the time to craft the rockets and fill the chests. But I would like to fully stock my shop with rockets and elytra, as well as bulk rockets, which means I need more elytra. But with that all done, our shop is now full. I've crafted 30,000 rockets, but I am once again out of sugarcane. But we have filled up our Flight 1 as well as our Flight 3 and drop the price on both of them, as well as we now have bulk shulkers for Flight 1 and Flight 3, though they are in short supply. We also now have our Elytra, as well as I'm thinking about selling TNT here, just to fill out this area of the shop, but I haven't gathered the materials for it yet. So let me know what you think about that. And drop Sam off his shulker of rockets. But with that out of the way, I want to actually start making my starter base. And there's been a lot of stuff going on in Starter Town already. We have all these lovely builds. Now this season for my starter base, I want to build an airship pulled by Pegasi, though we won't get that all done today. I built some airships last season and I really like that style, but I want to go quite a bit bigger and more detail. But before we can do that, we need a lot of materials, especially dark oak, spruce, and a lot of wool for the next part. Dark oak and spruce we can farm pretty alright ourselves, but we're going to want to build ourselves a small wool farm. Fortunately, this is super easy. All we do is put a sheep on a spot of grass in a glass box, have an observer watching the grass, and a dispenser above with some shears, plus a hopper and a minecart to gather the wool. Simple and easy, though for now, white wool will be enough for us. Well, that takes care of one thing. We now have ourselves 16 sheep producing a lot of wool, and we've already AFK'd quite a bit because this farm is not very fast. But with that done, we can finally get started. But we need a lot of materials for this project. So many materials. Oh my goodness. Let's go. Just like that, we now have all the materials we need for this build. 8 shulker boxes of stuffs. We have our light magnifier fire loaded in, and it is very glowy. So let's put it up to the base of the ship. And with this incredible brightness above us, let's hit high speed build mode. And now we have the very first step of our airship. And I really love how this looks. The shape, especially of these fins and this bow, is just, it's just incredible. I absolutely really love how this thing has turned out. And in the evenings, with the shaders on, it looks even nicer. But there's a really cool trick that I've used that I really want to show off. And it's these trapdoors here. So these trapdoors, they let light through, but they're solid and you can walk on them and it looks solid. And what that means is because those trapdoors goes all the way through, this ship, in fact, doesn't actually cast a shadow. Or it doesn't cast a shadow if you don't have shaders on. But that means that it doesn't actually spawn any mobs here, and that's really cool. But right now, we don't have an interior and the deck is super plain. Let's jump back into time-lapse and finish that interior. So I managed to get all the major details done, but there's just a couple more things that I want. And one of them involves this panda. And I just want you to know that existence is pain. Okay, and finally, all the details on the ship are done. So starting from the front, we have this roll of toilet paper here, in case you want to use the head. But then all down here, this place is covered in cargo, which I think is super cool, and we're even bringing along an allay. Right here, we have these cranes, which will open up into the hole, which I really love, as well as we have this beautiful crane here, which has these gears, and I really love the detail of these gears. So you'd rotate this thing, and the whole crane would rotate around, and it even has a reducing gear, but it is technically facing the wrong way. But we have quite a bit more detail down here, and we even have a hostage panda.
Oi, Splash!
Ah! Talking panda!
Can you do us a solid and let us out of this cage now?
No. Okay, let's go look inside.
Like, man, it's been weeks since I've had food.
So we've actually built an interior down here. We have our storage system as well as a little super smelter. Not super smelter, but a little super smelter. And I've even built myself an actual bedroom, which I've never actually done before. Then we have this room, which is our map room, and it is very, very bright right now with shaders on. I might see if I can fix that. But with that, let's quickly go ahead and put some maps on this wall. Okay, well this is at least a lot less painful, but it is still a little weird, some of the glowing bits. But here's Starter Town, here's the shopping district, this is Ricky's area. I'm all the way down over here in this little starter village. And yeah, so this is pretty cool. And we have 4 more of these, or 3 more of these that we're going to make as the season goes on. I might try some glow item frames, but not right now. Okay, and over here we have a little kitchen. I might think about getting some, just some items put on these shelves, just fill this area up a little bit, make this area feel a bit more alive. And even we have a little brewing station right here with little plants and stuff right here. I really love the details that we've put into this build. I think it looks really, really nice. But with that, my hatchlings, thank you so much for watching. I really love how this episode turned out and what we built today. And this episode took me a really, really long time. So I hope you enjoyed it. And if you did and want to see more, well, why don't you sub? But with that, my hatchlings, it's time for us to end. I've been Splashes. Thank you so much for watching, and goodbye. I let Panda out and gave him some food. Click the video. Or you could click his video. It's really good. Bye-bye.